Hello everybody, welcome back to Ben Trading Cards. And today, let's talk about POLYWOG and what's happening in the community of POLYWOG. If you are in another Discord or other Discords, then you may find negative feedbacks about POLYWOG. Like, they said it's another Maelstrom TCG, which Maelstrom TCG, the creator, was gone missing, and he was found at the airport and then gone missing again, and now it's totally gone. And everybody thinks that it's really concluded that it's a scam and people are getting chargebacks from the credit card. So that's what they said about POLYWOG, and I guess some people are charging back their Kickstarter backing, the funds of POLYWOG. That's what I've seen on some of the conversations there in this Discord, but I don't know if they can still get it. But anyway, those are negative feedbacks that you might be seeing on other Discord servers. So for those who just joined POLYWOG about June and today, like what they have updated. So I will talk about some of the background of POLYWOG and also what are the updates of POLYWOG, and also in between that, what happened to the community during those times. So first of all, I want to talk about the background. So POLYWOG started on October 2021 and it was fully funded, $165,000 US with a goal of 12,000. All right. Now, Kevin Madden is the creator of POLYWOG, and in between the funding and the fulfillment on July, so he decided to create products in between. And I will explain to you what I think is why he did it. We haven't talked to Kevin about these ones, but I will give you my explanation on what I think why he created those. Because he created first is this one. This is the Valentine's Day promo, and it was so successful that he was so excited to create another promo, which is the second one, the St. Patrick's promo. So that is St. Patrick's over here, there. And I guess, I'm not sure if this is sold out, but he offered this few months ago that with a discount. So I think he still have this one in the inventory, but it's not that successful until he created this one. So this is an Easter promo, and in between, by the way, in between of these promos, he created plushes as well, like Scorpio plushes. And this one was offered on Easter, but so delayed that it didn't came on Easter. It came, I think, May, or April, around there. So it was so delayed, and people are negative about these ones. And there's a lot of inventory in the office of Kevin. That's what he said. And he offered this about 50% in one of the offering. I think that was June or July, I guess. Yeah, I can't remember the exact date. But he offered this with the discounts. So he did that. And what I think, that's why he did this kinds of things, because even though it's $165,000 US funded, I've seen that POLYWOG was the cheapest booster box in the TCG Kickstarter. He offered the price of a booster box like this one. This one is 24 packs in it, right? With about 15 cards. But POLYWOG offered 11 cards in a pack, and there are 36 packs. 36 packs in just $50 US. Imagine that, right? That's how cheap it is. And if you compare that to other games, Sorcery, Galamons, Runeslingers, whatever, Genesis, they are in over 50. Like some are, even Galamons are offered 59, but it's only 24 packs. And Runeslingers offering at I think it was 100 8 or 90, something like that, 90, and then it's only 24 packs. Then Sorcery offering $120. So Polywog offered 50. I don't know why. I'm not sure if he found a better, manufacturer that is cheap to manufacture his products. But given the quality of these cards, I'm not sure because it's just the promo cards, but given the quality of the cards, I guess it's, underpriced. So if it's underpriced, you don't have a budget moving forward, like for the first edition. So you need to have money to sustain that first edition, second edition, third edition, right? But given if we have pre-orders, but of course you need to have marketing, you need to pay for the artist, those kinds of things, overhead costs, delivery, logistics, many other things. So it sounds, it makes sense that you have to create products. The problem is, even the Valentine's Day, it was so abrupt that in just one day, I found that they're selling this in a day. So there's no marketing, there's no marketing prior to the release of this ones. And this one was, I think there's a marketing around a week or two. Yeah, so it wasn't planned. It wasn't properly planned, what I think, because I just found out a day. Like it was people are saying that it's releasing at 12, and I knew it at around 8. See that, guys? So those are the things that was some factors that affected those kinds of releases, and the delays, and also the print runs. So I'm not sure if this one was the 10,000 pieces or this one. So I think this one is the 10,000 pieces and over, and I'm not sure about this. Probably times 2 of this. There's so many printed, and it doesn't serve the purpose of promo. Promo should be like small quantity. So that's why, and also the members are only 500 in the Discord. 500 against 10,000. Let's say this one here, 10,000, and it's 500 people. How much for each, right? They have to buy 20, 200. No, 20. Yeah, 520 and then 10,000 pieces. But people are just buying 5, 10. So that makes the cost of creating that, the inventory cost, and it's still in the warehouse of Kevin right now, and he doesn't have the fund for the Kickstarter. So the printing of these promos takes a lot of money. And where do you think Kevin got the fund? So I guess that he got it from the Kickstarter funding, right? So now it became a problem because the money that should be for the Kickstarter products was diverted to the promo. And these promos aren't selling. It's sitting in his office. That's what he said in a live interview. And he said that there's a lot of, like, this was. And he wanted to sell this. But people are now negative about Polywog starting around May and June because they haven't received this one yet. So they are so negative that the products are just sitting there in the inventory. And so Kevin wanted the people to sell it. He even offered this at 50% discount. I've seen it. He offered this at 50% discount at one time with a package, with like a lot, like a wholesale of it. So it was sad to know that the funding was misallocated, and the reception of those products by the Discord members was not good, so it wasn't sold. Now, people are asking why the products are delayed and when is the Kickstarter will be delivered, and Kevin is not answering that. So I'm not sure. We have different perspective. We have different mindset, but he's not answering those questions, and people are asking him. And even one member is asking about how give us the breakdown of the expenses. Where did you put our money? You know, something like that. And Kevin just was silent until people are messaging him. Probably there's a lot. I messaged him as well and asking him about what can I help with that. And then I'm also asking other people, and they said they're gonna message, and they didn't have any answer. And he answered to me, and he said, okay, let's have some live video, let's explain things. Then explained that he lost money because of the promos. So he's asking for $30,000 more for the printing of the Kickstarter, because he wanted to just print 500 bucks, 500 boxes only, against the 2,600, which is for the Kickstarter. So he said there's no money. So that's his problem now, and he's asking for looking for investors. He announced the investors, and until no response from him for a period of weeks, like 3 weeks, more than 3 weeks actually. Then that's when people are so frustrated, so angry, so disgusted, I think. So they're so, they wanted to get a response from Kevin. They wanted Kevin to be present in the Discord all the time, explain things. Then he put an announcement that he's looking for an investor, things like that, and people are not believing him. They said he's lying and things like that. And prior to that, he said that he's gonna be in the Discord every Thursday. He's gonna give some announcements, things like that. And he did that for about 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and then nothing. So he was out again and is not present. And people are already, worried about their investment, and especially those who resold their boxes to eBay. And they had promised those people on eBay that you're gonna deliver this product, and then still it wasn't there. And it was already July, and then it was August, and it's still nothing. And now people are frustrated, and they end up bashing Kevin, also bashing his family, and giving his name, like they call POLYWOG, rug pull, another maelstrom. They're calling many things. So, and people on other servers are also bashing him, the POLYWOG itself, the community. And Kevin did not respond to me, the mods, maybe some other YouTubers as well, some artists. He's not responding at all. It's like nothing. You're like talking to a wall. So that's why it added more fuel to that frustration, Then one mod quit. Then one mod is so frustrated that he changed his name as Ghosted, something like that. So it was so frustrated. I understand that, because even me, I was so frustrated that time. Then he announced that there's an investor that he's gonna be discussing about selling some shares of his his company, POLYWOG. And people are still negative about it. Then he announced just today or yesterday in the Kickstarter on Discord that the investors, they're already almost there. They're going for maybe discussing about the maybe documented legal documents, and he's not disclosing it because they have an NDA. And what I think is they're preparing for documents. What I think, because what else should be they doing, right? Like paperwork and legal fees, and maybe IRS taxes, and those kinds of things, like investment things. And he said that there are 4 investors. 2 are almost ready to go, but there's 1 that is willing to buy off, like buy all the whole shares of POLYWOG. But Kevin said, yeah, he's also considering that. You know, it's so sad that it came to this point, that a really nice game. Few months ago, it was so nice in the Discord community. People are so respectful, saying good morning every day, you know, showing frogs, ponds, and even me, I share ponds wherever I go, sharing things. And then it came to a point that it's here. So one of the main things that made people angry is transparency. So the only, I think, is the only thing that Kevin missed to do is be present on Discord, like explaining things, transparency. Because if you are there explaining things, people will be informed, and they will not worry about. They worry a bit because, you know, it's like the boat is sinking, but at least the captain is there. He didn't jump overboard, you know, something like that. So that's the thing. If maybe I can't go back in time, we can't go back in time. If it's just Kevin was present in the Discord and he talked to people explaining things, maybe it will just, you know, stay afloat. The boat will just stay afloat, and maybe if water's coming in, so we can still, you know, remove the water and still afloat and moving forward. So that's what happened, and now we're waiting for the investors. What's the result of the discussion, the meetings and everything, and that's what he is right now. And soon I will give an update for you. So what I think about POLYWOG, I will still support POLYWOG. So the game is good. The only issue here is misallocated funds and no communication. Not the only, but 2, misallocated funds, miscommunication, no communication at all, like ghosting, something like that. We feel ghosted because we're like talking to nothing, to the wilderness, you know. There's no information about that. And then he came, now he's doing it weekly at least. So I hope he can give us another information in the next week. But the problem is he muted everyone. So I'm not sure what's the term in Discord, but he stopped everything. Like, you can only read the comments and you can't message. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing you can express your feelings there. And it turned off the conversation, I guess. So that's what's happening, and that's what makes people frustrated, like me as well. But I understand that investors are coming in, and there's a lot of negativities that is bombarded on that server. So he cut off all communication there, and people are making another Discord servers, and they're talking about POLYWOG and the other side, other servers. So I'm sure people will go out and will leave POLYWOG, and it's gonna be many of them, maybe I guess 50% of them, and that's just my guess. But some will stay, because people are really like the game, and even investors are there. For investors are willing to invest in this game, and I guess yeah, those people will disappear. They won't back Kickstarter anymore, or even just Polywog. Yeah, so that will really affect this is the outcome of what happened to all of this. And for me, I will still support Polywog. Even in the new management, I hope that if someone buys everything, Polywog, and the management will be different, I hope you can keep Kevin as well as is on the gameplay and design of the artwork, and how it's design of the artwork, the design of the cards, and the gameplay. Yeah, play testing. I hope you can keep him there, and the management of logistics and promos, marketing will be from the new investor. So I hope it will be like that. And if you're just buying part of Polywog, and leave Kevin on the management, and I hope they can guide Kevin on how to do the marketing, to do the promotions and everything, go to different exhibitions, something like that. All right, so that's what I think, guys, and I'm still in for Polywog. I'm still positive about Polywog, and the 50% that will be staying. Yeah, so you can hear Polywog from me once I heard from another announcement from the Polywog community. Yeah, so guys, I hope you learned something from me today for Polywog. And if you're negative about Polywog, yeah, well, I can't control you, you know. If you're still good at Polywog, well, you can stay and yeah, watch my videos and see what happens on the new management. All right, that will be probably, I'm not sure, a few weeks from now. Yeah, all right, thank you so much, guys, and see you in the next video. This is Ben Trading Cards. Bye.